Hi everyone, so I'm actually here the park. Was just taking a walk. Actually not really taking a walk, more like running and then doing some running, some intervals and everything. So before I get back home and have my lunch and then get ready to prepare for work and stuff. So I wanted to actually touch base or to talk about something that I think has been I only just started thinking about it because it's been a while since for those who actually have Netflix or who have actually any keep up with the news and everything. So you all probably might know that there's this really viral television program by the title of Physical 100 Physical Big, in Korea. So it's actually pretty viral right now. So I was talking with one friend about the competitors and things like the who's likely to win. I mean, now we are almost at the last. The last episode is actually yesterday, but I haven't really been keeping up. So I just kind of knew what it was going on, and that the program actually featured a lot of bodybuilders and physique models and athletes in South Korea, and on top of that, there were some Olympic medalists and national team athletes in Korea. So I mean, just as to why it's actually kind of triggering some thoughts in my mind. Okay, my friend, one friend of mine who was watching it, just told me, he said we was talking about the hot favorite Yoon Son Bin, who's the Olympic skeleton team. I mean the winner, the Olympic medalist, gold medalist for South Korea. So he didn't really actually make it to the last round, which was a curse of Sisyphus challenge, where you have to roll up a huge boulder, which is about 100 kilograms, and roll it up to the platform, push it down, and then do it back again, go back again. And so it's like the cycle continues until someone eventually drops out or fails on the challenge. And so what the one friend said was, despite him being the so-called hot favorite because of his athletic abilities and everything, he ultimately didn't make it to the final 5 because as he said that he expected that those who got into the final 5 would not be totally aesthetic in terms of pleasing, physique, whatever. They are more functional, and it's just kind of made me realize, I haven't really talked about the somatic narcissist. You all probably know that somatic narcissism is one particular kind of narcissism that pervades, and I mean, I've talked about this before, that narcissists have a really strange relationship with their bodies. They some of them might actually be gym buffs, or if not fitness freaks, and if not, they are really just obsessed with getting either as muscular as possible for the male narcissist, or if not, they could be just like in the case of the female narcissist, as skinny as possible. Or I mean, it could be also that, and then it also could be investment in the looks, how much they spend, the extent to which they will go, such as plastic surgery, Botox, facelifts, multiple procedures just to make sure that they look physically attractive. So I wanted to actually just distill this thing that my friend said about the competitors. He said that a lot of the physique athletes and bodybuilders in the competition, Physical 100, didn't do well because that to begin with, what he said was kind of true actually. He said that the thing about having a muscular body is that you have a lot of weight. You have a lot of weight because muscle is effectively heavier than fat, and having all that muscle and everything, it actually sometimes hampers you in terms of your ability to actually, your agility and everything. So And yeah, I mean, strength is a different issue, of course, but then it just makes me realize, that I mean, when I was in the fitness industry years ago, I kind of realized this, that we say that certain people, I mean, it's a very superficial world, right? I mean, right out there, and because of like narcissism itself is also, despite what people claim that, I mean, about there being many types of narcissism, I mean, somatic narcissism is still a very prevalent kind, and it could be, as far as I'm actually, as it concerns me, it's not exactly one type. It's actually a trait. So in many ways, somatic narcissist can also be a cerebral narcissist, meaning that someone who takes pride in his or her skills and intelligence and whatever abilities they have, or they are, who takes pride in his or her intelligence. So I don't think they're not mutually exclusive. So cerebral narcissists can also be somatic. Yeah. So I kind of realized this, especially when it comes to my experience back in the fitness industry. I actually had a manager, assistant manager. Yeah, he was telling me, that Kevin, he told me, as someone who was way younger than me, that actually this industry is very superficial. People look at whether you're well built as a trainer for a male, and or even for females, whether you are slim and pretty and young. And I mean, there's inherent sexism and everything as well. And the sexism doesn't always necessarily it doesn't really suit the guys and girls who are in it, but I mean, I guess that people have taken it for granted. And even in when I was in South Korea, I was always I was told by one photographer who does all this photo shooting for models, that they don't really distinguish between physique athletes and personal trainers. So there's always that pressure to really look good, even if you are not competitive. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, why do I say that? Okay, the whole thing is when we talk about somatic narcissism, I mean, a lot of people who have fallen prey to narcissists will probably wonder, like, what's the fate of all these people? They are still going around, sleeping around, screwing women, and sometimes even men too, depending on the gender of the person. Yeah, and it's like they seem to be living the high life. Yeah, like the so-called good life. They're always so happy on social media, and then behind the scenes, they are always doing all these things. I just want to assure you, that the thing about this, based on what my friend told me about, people into physique building. I'm not saying that it's bad, because I mean, if not, I wouldn't be in that sport for such a so many years. But I just want to get it out and assure you all that the thing about somatic narcissism is that, because it is very much just based on the body, over time, when the body starts declining, yeah, I mean, there'll be eventual decline. I mean, if as you go on, you kind of expect your body to produce that, like, I mean, for men, you can't be producing as much testosterone anymore as before. So can you imagine that someone who might be, virile or relatively good looking in his 20s or 30s or even the 40s, like, by the time he reaches like 50s and 60s, I mean, is he gonna like look like the same person that he's gonna look like back then? No. And the supply that he or she had back in the past, when they were more attractive physically, it will start dwindling. So I mean, at the point in time, it becomes more. They'll become more and more desperate, and I can assure you, they will not hold it back in terms of their desperation. Okay, I know for one, there's something quite strange. I mean, y'all might know that I get very occasional. I mean, yeah, thankfully it's very occasional, but I get very weird requests from people online. Sometimes, I mean, I want to be nice, but you know the thing is, the first thing that they do is to say, you know, what do you like? You like boys or girls? Do you? I mean, it's none of your business what I do and who I am going to be with. But it looks like that the first thing they were interested in was just basically sex. So and this whole thing about the obsession with somatic narcissism, you know, the thing is that a lot of these people themselves, you know, that a certain number of these people were very much gym enthusiasts, and they were not even approaching me or any so-called hookup apps or anything. They were just contacting me on things like Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, it's so ridiculous. And sometimes even like WhatsApp. After they managed to get a hold of my WhatsApp, that's when they actually start showing their true colors, and you realize, oh damn, there's so many sexed up people, you know, guys and girls alike, and they use that whole scam about wanting to be your friend or being interested in your workout routine, you know, all this stuff. Nah. So yeah, it's just really ridiculous. But the thing is this, I had one encounter with that one particular narcissist. Like we know, like one particular one that I was warning some people about. And you know, the thing is that one friend was saying, oh, you know this person? Yeah, I kind of really know him. Yeah, I don't know him that well, but it's just weird. That particular narcissist was just asking a friend of mine online, do you want to have fun? What? My friend was like, oh damn, this is a crazy person. I'm not interested. So he said that he removed the application online, and he just told me, yeah, you know, that social media is where all this you know, somatic narcissists and whatever, you know, yeah, why they are lurking, because they place pictures of themselves, you know. They don't need to be dark lips. Sometimes it could be just like, I mean, for guys, shirtless photos, girls like slutty pose and whatever, you know, the pick me shots and everything. So yeah, the pick me's. So I just want to get it out there that, you know, like there's nothing more disgusting than trying to, you know, base your own personal value on your physical appearance. And I don't think that's the way that we should be living our lives. I mean, of course, if you're an athlete or you're in a sport, I mean, you should, you know, be taking care of yourself, and you should be, like, you know, exercising regularly and everything. But the one thing I can get is just that whole bunch of male and female pygmies. Yeah. So anyway, I'm actually off. Yeah, I think it's been a while, and I've been walking quite a bit now. So yeah, and I'm getting hungry. Okay, I hope everyone has a good rest of the week. And yeah, we're like in the middle of the week, so yeah. Okay, have a good one, everyone.